common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Yo, what is going on, guys? What is going on? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We are going to make this one short and sweet as there is some volatility in the markets right now, but we're going to do some technical analysis from none other than Todd Butterfield, the man with the plan, taking us all to Lambo land, looking with Wyckoff method and Elliott wave theory. We strive to be your one-stop shop for crypto and stock, TA, FA, and news. As far as news is concerned, since it is a shorter show, no real major news to discuss today, but I will be talking about Bakkt, because Bakkt, when we were near the lows, we said that Bakkt would really be the major and first bull catalyst for this market. Is some of the value we saw with Bitcoin running to 14,000, is that baking in the anticipation of Bakkt being launched? As we do know, testing is live starting today.
Whoa.
We also will be giving away 10,000 RPD, so make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below with your Rapids RPD wallet address for your chance to win. You got anything else to add, Todd?
Having fun, that's all I can say.
It is fun. But, you know, it feels good getting on here when, you know, everybody in here is probably going to be in a good mood. For those of you in Discord and Patreon, you know, we were running trailing stops all the way from the lows, making sure to capture all those profits. We had stops on something like 11 altcoins that I put in place, and then Todd also put stops out on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Great coverage. We got stopped out before the major red bars, and then we looked to pick up those entries, adding a ton of altcoins to the bags and strengthening some of our other positions. We're not going to make those levels public, but I'm sure Todd will be giving you an update from current pricing as we see right now.
I think we got too many whales in the Discord.
Whales.
There's some things going on, so it's just one more thing I got to worry about.
But it has been a little bit since both of us have been on here. We got Craig saying Nick survived the great white sharks. I was on vacation for a week. It was nice to get away. It really wasn't a full vacation. It was a vacation from the traditional market day job. But, of course, I was still checking in with Discord and Patreon as the crypto markets never sleep. Have Todd texting me, telling me to get to work and get off my butt. So, but it's still nice to get away and get a halfway break from these markets when you can. Hopefully
I'm going to take one sometime.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some solid positions put in place so Todd can take 2-3 days off. And I'll have to hold down the fort here on YouTube as well as Discord. Let's get started. Let's see what we got here. CoinMarketCap is $282 billion. Bitcoin dominance still at 65.3%. People are still saying, when is alt season going to happen? Well, not until Bitcoin dominance at least falls below the 60% level. Usually, historically, you're looking about 6 months out after Bitcoin does have a really good price surge. That means you're still probably 2 months away before really having a true alt season. For now, that is why we're not trading a lot of BTC pairs, and we're not trading a ton of altcoins. We are getting altcoins with USD valuation and ones that are looking to outperform Bitcoin, are looking good with Elliott Wave, with Wyckoff, or have some kind of major news event that we are looking to front run before the general public gets a hold of that and starts FOMOing into these various projects. We also took the advantage that we believed it was not alt season and sold the likes of those that were getting super hyped, like Atom at $4.20. We sold it. Link got up to what? Was that like $7 or something like that? We went ahead and let that go as well. I had those inversed, actually. So we sold Atom in the 7s. We sold Link at $4.20. Let those go and put way lower price targets to finally get our entries. It took about a month of patience, but now we do have entries in that. A lot of trolls, a lot of people calling us idiots for that, but you have to understand where you are in the market cycle to best take advantage of the market. That applies to traditional markets, commodities, and of course now to cryptocurrencies more than ever, as unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, I guess there is a lot of people who have never really traded before, very uneducated, and that's why we get these massive runs to the upside and these massive dumps to the downside, is there's a lack of really structure to this market just yet. And if you're on the right side of things, you can really take advantage of the volatility we are seeing.
What up, Clint Anderson? Subscribe.
There we go.
I know that name. What up, Shinobi from Discord?
Minor reds across the board, and the big winners today, we got Ren up 26%, Crypto.com up 20%, Hedge Trade up 19%, never heard of that one, and Arbor up 16%. So no major names really here today, but we do have some nice gains coming out of those, while really all the main large caps and altcoins are slightly red for the day. And we'll see what Todd thinks about the future here. Are we going to be starting to trend higher? Should people have already been getting their positions back? What do you think here?
I think we're going higher. Here's the 4-hour Bitcoin chart that we always show. Probably going to spend much time going over that. We've been over that a million times. Let's look at this low right in here. We had the buy at 96.50, 9,200. We had 5 waves up. I'd mentioned going to 11.1. I didn't sell there. Overnight around 10.6, I said I wasn't liking the action. So we trailed a 10.4 stop. Let's go and look at that. And actually, this isn't the screen I trade from, but let me see if I've got this here. No, I won't load it for some reason. Hold on. Might help if I turn that on. Let's see here. Yeah, there's what I was working with. There's the... we had the 96.50 buy when we broke here. We added on a 92.50 buy down here. Didn't have the balls of steel down here to add on. Should have. We had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then last night around 10.6 here, I thought maybe we need to trail a 10.4 stop and buy a break because I was scared it was going to come down to 10.1, which was my previous stop, 9,950. We did come down here. Here, 10,150, right at the low. I missed the low by about a minute. I said to start buying 50% of your bags. I thought we'd take out this low, which we did on most exchanges. I thought we'd probably tag a couple hundred lower there, but we didn't. So I'm about 75% long Bitcoin and some Litecoin, some Ethereum. I think probably that still could be a fourth wave we're working on, but I'm guessing they're probably, that low's already in right now. So that gives us an AB to the upside, which if you go out and look at that, I think we're doing, if you follow me, that was an AB, and now we're doing a C upside to 12,000, I think. Probably get above this high. We catch a few shorts, get some longs. So I'm looking for a ride around 12,000 for this ABC. One thing I want to show on this 5 waves up in this ABC, I want to show how volume came in and made new lows versus this low, which means there's selling going on. Somebody took us up in 5 waves and brought us back down in an ABC. If you look at that, we've got it over here. You can see right here on the OP, this is the low where the 5 wave starts up. This is the ABC low today. You can see, I'm going to zero in on this, but you can see looks like we went to a new low while price is still holding a higher low. Technometer's 42.50, which is not oversold, but it's close enough. And if we zero in on that, go to the 5-minute chart. This is what got me bullish at the lows. This has made us so much money this year. Taking candy from a baby. Shit, it has been. It's like, I was like 16 for 16 or something.
Well, we've been doing quite well with the large caps and altcoins as well. Also with Palm Beach picks, we've been making double-digit gains on those and getting some scary price targets, almost to the Satoshi and some of the alts as well. So it's been a good year so far. You don't want to get too cocky, but it seems like you kind of got to be a little cocky in order for people to start taking you serious and understand what kind of value you can bring to the ecosystem.
Here's the 1 month, 5-minute chart. What I just showed you now, here it is zoomed in. You've got a new low here on the volume. So all this is somebody selling, but you can see it looked like somebody came in, gave us an Elliott wave 5 up and an ABC back down to previous 4th wave support. That's an extremely friendly Elliott wave formation. And again, new low here, price holding, that's friendly. It looks like this was a good low down here at 96.50, 92.50, and 9100. So you would think we need probably some type of, this is a 1-2, or this is an AB. And then I go back to my Elliott Wave because I own WyckoffSMI.com. I'm 95% Wyckoff, but on cryptos I use Elliott Wave. I think there's so many newbies in here. There's so much fear and greed. So if we go back, here's the choices I'm looking at. I don't normally give away a lot of this since people are in Discord paying for it, but these numbers are subject to change. Here you can show I was looking at down around 9,900, but we end up buying 10,150. But I think if you look at a bigger picture, this could be the scenario. So we're sitting right here. We run up to the 12,000 or so. That would be a B wave. So we got ABC down, ABC up, and a bigger ABC down. We go down and click that 8,000 I've been talking about. Previous support over here. So that's up to 12 and then collapse. Or we do this here, which could be a rally up to 12,000, come back down to 11, go to new highs possibly, and then come down to 8,000. There's lots of different things we can do. We also could do something where, we won't ever see below 9,000 again, because that was support over here on this fourth wave. So that's why we was bullish down there on 9,000. So everything's looking good. I'm usually pretty good on saying where we're going to be out a couple weeks. So, we're long here. We got a stop in. I'm not going to give here on YouTube, but we got a protective stop trying to catch this rally to 12 grand. If we get a sell up there, then we'll try to figure out the next move. I think we're in a long, big correction here. Anybody that's been around knows that's what I've been saying. If we go back to the 4 hour, it looks like this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've had an ABC down, which could be the whole 2, which means we're going to explode here to 25,000. I don't believe that's the case. Again, I think we've done an ABC down. I think we're going to do an ABC up. We're going to mouse around somewhere over here, September 1. Let's just say we're going to have a better buying opportunity for what will be a liftoff. So, again, that's my guess. We could lift off from right here, right now. I mean, we've had we went from 14,000. We gave a sell above 13.5. We gave a buy down at 10 and 92.50. So we've got both of these lows. Support was the 8,000, but Bitcoin is leading the charge. So rallying, holding 9,000. Everything is slanted upward on this thing. So catching support at 9,000 is, looks really easy. So that could have been the whole thing, which means we're ready to rock and roll. I guess let's leave it at that. That's a lot of information. We'll come back. I'll go over Litecoin, Ethereum, and a few other things. And then I've had a long-ass day.
Right.
Burnout. Did hundreds of orders. Shout out to Carrie for helping.
Shout out to all the new subscribers that were joining as you are getting in here. If this is your first video, don't forget to go to the homepage, as we do have other recorded videos as well. And head over to learncrypto.io to see everything that we offer from YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, and of course a Wyckoff and cryptocurrency trading course. Whatever you feel best fits you, it is better to educate yourself, and it will pay off tenfold in the gains and cryptos you will get from everything that we can offer you. All right, the one news article I did want to go over, because we were on Bakkt when it first got announced. People didn't even know what it meant. People were like, oh, that's bearish. No, we've been saying from day one that Bakkt is going to be a major bullish catalyst, and that's really going to spark other opportunities for institutional investors to get into the marketplace, and will be a great opportunity to use, as it is going to be a futures, but it is physically delivered. What is the difference? When CME futures came out, really that is downward pressure on the underlying asset, because it is based in US dollars, not Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything else. But now with Bakkt, that will change. When any contract is settled, they're going to start with 1 day and 1 month contracts. It will be settled in the underlying asset. In this case, they are going to start with Bitcoin, but there is rumors that it is going to be like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and others. We've been really following which large cap cryptocurrencies are going to have institutional exposure. Why? because that is really what is holding down the alt season, and really why it's hard to gauge when the next alt season will come. Because as institutional money comes into play, they're going to go where they have access, where they have security, where they have regulation, where they have insurance. Where is that going to be? That's going to be at custodian outlets, Bakkt, etc. And that's only going to be with Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin in the majority. There's some that are also going to offer XRP and XLM as well as Ethereum Classic. But that's really about as far down as it goes. Now, eventually, I think all these custodians are going to start giving pumps to altcoins like we saw in 2017 with Coinbase and even in 2018. When something was getting listed on Coinbase, as that was the most volume and most liquidity and most easily accessible exchange, what happened to the prices of those assets? They exploded. I think something similar will be happening with Bakkt and these other custodians once they launch. Say there's millions, billions of dollars of institutional money on Bakkt with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and now they're like, oh, now we're launching Litecoin. Do you think they're probably going to get some Litecoin in their portfolio, get some positions on Litecoin? Probably. Finite supply resource, price can only go one direction. Bitcoin's futures platform Bakkt is scheduling to begin testing its new contracts on Monday. That was today. Nearly a year since revealing its ambitious vision, ICE is still waiting on regulatory approvals to take the platform live. Still, despite having to delay its new market multiple times, the parent of the New York Stock Exchange, this is no fly-by-night company, this is the New York Stock Exchange. They have something like 52 international exchanges globally. This will just be another one to add to that list, is moving forward with plans to offer potentially the first physically settled Bitcoin futures in the U.S. It will apparently be testing two different types of contracts on Monday, a daily and a monthly contract. It is unclear what specifically will be involved in the testing process. Bakkt did not reply to multiple requests for this comment. The company plans to offer U.S. traders access to physically settled Bitcoin futures contracts, which differ from the cash-settled futures contracts that CME and CBOE offered starting at the end of 2017. When did we top out? End of 2017, very beginning of 2018. Hindsight's a bitch. Futures, where it is not settled in the underlying, is downward pressure on the market, and that's probably also what helped push Bitcoin and altcoins, that massive bear market during 2017, 2018. With cash-settled contracts, traders receive the cash equivalent to the contract's value when it expires. While with a physically settled contract, like Bakkt is about to be, they receive the actual underlying commodity, in this case Bitcoin. I'm sure they will add support for Ethereum, and then they'll probably outreach to other options. Litecoin has been tossed around. We'll see about XRP, XLM. I could see an EOS, etc. Bakkt hopes to draw fresh institutional funding to the Bitcoin ecosystem with its regulated product. Nothing really exists that is fully, truly regulated. Coinbase custody may be okay. Otherwise, they're using USD settled futures, etc., which may attract investors wary of the broader market. That is why I think the alt season is going to be prolonged. Historically, like I said, it's about 6 months after Bitcoin really starts outperforming. I think that might get pushed off, and really you're going to start to see alt season occurring when these new custodians, these institutional grade platforms, adding various altcoins to the list, and or us who stuck through the market, we make enough money on Bitcoin that we start dabbling back into the alts that we all know and love. Any questions over there in the overview section, Todd?
If you took my shirts.
Took your what?
My shirt. That's all I see. Craig Neve.
Do you want to take a look at Litecoin, Ethereum, and some of these other ones?
Market usually does the opposite of most of our opinions. Don't say that about me. I think I'm machine about 95%.
Yeah, I bought.
You're only about 90.
Yeah, I'm a little
95.
bit less. I'm a little bit lower.
We're killing the game. I don't think we're going to see 6,000 or 7,000.
Crypto God says Bakkt, Fidelity, plus the Halvening, buy now.
I mean, a lot of things have been brewing. That's why we have been live. Even when nobody knew of us, nobody wanted to be live. We were live at the lows saying to buy at 3,200, buy at 35, 42, 5,000, 6,000, etc., because we see the macro view. We saw all these institutions trying to create custodians, trying to move into the ecosystem. You don't put that much research and development into products that you're not going to push onto your institutional grade clients, and your retail grade clients. If you thought 2017 was a boom, the only thing greater than retail greed is institutional greed, and they're really not even started on getting into this ecosystem. We're seeing bigger traditional financial advisors piquing their interest about cryptocurrencies, that they have more managers and more clients coming to them about how they can get invested or diversified into the ecosystem. You're having more chatter about more institutional grade hedge funds, not fly-by-night hedge funds like, oh, me and Todd started a hedge fund, but name brand hedge funds. I'm not going to name those on air because I don't know, I don't want to lose my job, and I don't know what's really public information. But big name hedge funds that are in the space for other alternative asset investments are now looking to cryptocurrencies, and I think that's going to cause a massive influx of money into the ecosystem. And again, this isn't like the stock market where we can just keep doing stock splits, etc., and kind of dilute positions. There is finite supplies, finite inflation rates, and that is what makes cryptocurrency so exciting. And that's why even here at 10, 11,000, I still think we're so early. I know we were beating the table trying to get you guys to buy at 3,200, 3,000 to 3,200, 4,000, 5,000, and all the way up. So only so much you can do, right, Todd? You can lead the horse to water. We can't force him to drink.
Yeah, we blew through 4,200, and I said we'd never see that again.
So to never see 4,200 again in our lifetime when we blew through 42 up towards 6,000.
The 6,000, I said we was accelerating. So I think we'll see 12,000 in the next 2.5 days, probably 2.5, 3 days. That last rally the other day from 92.50 to 10.8 was what, in a couple hours? Most of it was done in an hour. So I think we're going to have a big wave. I think this is the wave C. Again, this could be 1-2. We're starting a wave 3. We've got stops below here. I'm not going to give the stop levels because I got too many people hunting my stops. Luckily, with 3 commas, my stops are not seen by the exchanges, which helps. But I think my stops are getting shopped around because obviously I got a lot of size at my stop levels because we're managing quite a bit of money. So trying to keep a little bit that quiet.
I want to go ahead and take a look at Litecoin, Ethereum, Ethereum
Litecoin
Classic,
here.
Some of the favorites.
The same thing here. We've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an ABC back down. I gave a buy here at 90 back here because I like the way it was holding. I gave a sell at 98. Can't really see those. I got to bring up a bigger chart. But gave a sell at 98 on a stop. I was looking really for a run up here to 101, 102, didn't get it. So I sold 98, and I think most of my fills don't hold me to this because it rallied quick. I got some down here at 92 and change. Then it quickly ran to 94 and change. So I might have got some 91.80s, I think. So I still think, we'll get some type of rally, hopefully up to the 119 level or so. And again, do your own research. We'll run a disclaimer sometime here in a minute. And Ethereum, a little weaker. The 5 kind of overlaps. ABC back down. So again, I think this one's good. Made a 210 low. We're trading 217. So I think that one runs back up here probably to maybe 260 or something. So I really like anything here for what I think will be a good rally up to that 12,000. And then we're going to have to relook. With the look of my software, I think 12,000 I'll probably have a sell somewhere up there. So don't hold me to those levels. We'll have it in Discord. Then I try to roll over to Twitter when everyone's taken care of and throw a little bit of free advice in there. It's kind of tough to do when everyone's paying for advice.
It's patreon.com/learncrypto if you want more 24/7 access to me and Todd. Really, we do YouTube just to kind of broaden our horizon. We understand that some people aren't doing this full time, don't have money for Patreon, so try to come on here for free and give our opinions on news, fundamentals, and technical analysis to try to help as many people as possible in this ecosystem. But as PCG continues to increase, as Discord and Patreon increases, as we get busier, obviously we get less and less time for the freebies, which is Twitter and YouTube. So.
And everybody needs to know that when you join Discord, there's 700 people plus, a lot going on, a lot of talking, chattering. Nick and I post on the top channels. You can mute everything else if you want, or come back and be a part of that whenever you want. But you can definitely, we post in one specific area, so it's pretty simple if you want to be simple.
YTSD Bunker says Neo and Atom slow to rise after this dump. I guess more long-term with FA. We actually had a stop on Neo at 1270, so you could have bought it as low as what it get down to, high nines, $10, something like that. So that was a great stop level there. One that I still would recommend if you got stopped out to get the position back. Add some Neo to the bags there, and then just let it do its thing, accumulate some gas as we go. While Todd's running over to the computer to make a trade, we will be doing the giveaway from last live show, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. This is our homepage. Most of you only catch us live. That's this top line of videos here, but we do have recorded videos we do as well, so check them out. Reviews on coins, interviews, crypto news, crypto tips and tricks, TA, etc. I will be adding a lot to this review section here shortly. I got about 10 coins that I've written up reviews for. I just need to record it. A lot of the Discord people do have that information in writing already, but I will be posting that here on YouTube as well. Last video we did together was right here. Talking about Bitcoin making a top soon. Well, that was about a week ago. Go ahead and look at that chart and tell me if Bitcoin made a top. I think you know the answer to that.
Hold on.
All aboard!
And the winner of 10,000 RPD is Kawhi Hunt. Keep crushing in the markets, guys, and there is your address.
That's a good name.
Kawika. Why did I say
supporter.
Kawhi? I'm thinking of Kawhi Leonard in the NBA head. I think Kawika is actually in here in the live social. Shout out to you.
He's in
I
here.
will be sending you the 10,000 RPD, and it's as simple as that. We like to just give back some of the gains that we make. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below that includes your Rapids RPD wallet address for your chance to win. Do you guys have any charts that you want Todd to look at? Do you have any fundamentals or news questions that you want my opinion on? And we are going to keep this moving along. We said we wanted to be a quick one. We're currently at 30 minutes, so let's keep it moving. Let me take a picture of this so I don't forget.
Chain link. We can look at link. These are harder for me to trade, so.
I'll pull it
I mean,
up.
I think we've got, same thing. I mean, I think we've done an A to the upside, a B wave. I think we'll get something up here into this 320 level.
That's one I would agree with as well. This is the one that we gave a sell at $4.20, or if you're more conservative, a stop at $3.99. Did not give any kind of buy signal on that. Let that thing just bleed out while everybody was calling us dumb at $2.55 and $2.51. So currently you're about 10 cents down since the original buy. And I think it'll probably follow Bitcoin higher. So if you don't have a position ever, now is a good lower risk entry. And if you're one to take the stop or to take that 420 sell, then you should be looking to get that position back.
Adam, same thing. I think it'll work higher, maybe up to 470 something. Not really sure. Wyckoff on the Bitcoin dominance chart. I mean, I can't. I don't have that in the software. I mean, we've got an Elliott wave count. Looks like it has to go to maybe 72 on dominance, and then maybe I'd look for some type of alt rally. Not calling that yet, but. I think Wyckoff could work on that, yes.
With Adam there, that is more of a fundamental play. We have a full write-up, several write-ups of that in Discord. We had a stop at $4.13, so you could be picking it up here, adding to that bag. There is going to be an AMA tonight. I think it might with Thor coin, and apparently it will be airdrop to Adam holders. This is going to be one of the first airdrops or hard spoons with Cosmos. If you know anything about it, that is what is going to propel this price higher and provide more value. This is going to be the first of many. There's rumored to be about 15 projects already looking to kind of hard spoon with Cosmos and give airdrops to its holders. Similar to what EOS did on its way to $20. Let's see what Cosmos and Adam has in store for you.
I mean, Bitcoin, I think, is going to still lead the rally. I'm mostly on Bitcoin. That's the easiest one to trade, I think, here. I mean, I kept thinking Litecoin will dig in here, so I think Litecoin might be all right finally on this trip. I don't own a lot of it. I'm really all over Bitcoin.
And really being all over Bitcoin's pretty much been the move. If you have the ideal here is it's not alt season, so you really want a large portion of your portfolio on Bitcoin, and then expand out to some of the other large caps that have had bouts of outperformance, Ethereum, Litecoin, and then the smaller percentage is more on fundamental plays or staking currencies where you can earn some passive income off of staking, masternoding, etc. And that really is the type of portfolio that personally I think you'll find the most success here. As right now is obviously Bitcoin dominance has been high. It is not time to be all in on alts, and you're missing out on what have been so far pretty easy trading opportunities with Bitcoin over the past couple months.
Brian's asking about 8,500. A lot of people ask about that because they want a chance to get in again. I mean, I've just showed 2 counts to show we go down to 8,000, but I'm not guaranteeing that. I mean, right now we're long. Could see 12,000. This could turn into a move to new highs. I mean, I don't know. The risk reward was good here, so we're long. If I get a sell up here, then yeah, if the sell comes at 12,000, I'm probably looking for a break below 9,000. But it could be an ABC break. So this correction is going to have a lot of ABCs in it. I don't think we corrected a 6-month rally up to 14,000 by just a move down here on July 17th. Because what the high was June 26th. So 3 weeks to correct 6 months. I doubt if that's correct, but who knows? So we could be ready to rock and roll right here to the upside. So I'm not on the board saying we're going to 8,500. I think that's definitely a viable alternative. A lot of accounts point down that low. I know what I showed. Let's go back to Bitcoin shorts and longs. Let's show this. This one's a little bothersome because you can see we're up here at this high level in the blue, which means there's no shorts. There's not really a lot of longs, so I don't think we're in trouble yet. That could change here if we get up to 12, 13,000 again. But shorts have came off dramatically. So this is saying that we're a little suspect up here, even right now at 10,300. So this makes me think, yeah, there's more sideways coming. Shorts need to get on short somewhere here. So this chart has me a little bit like, yeah, there's more sideways, probably more downside. But I'll trade that as we get there.
Somebody asked me what I thought about VTN, I think is what they said. I think that's Phantom. VTM. I think that's Phantom. I don't know a ton about it, but I know they're working heavily with IoT, trying to be like the backbone of smart cities if those become a reality. I think it's interesting. I would have to look at the value props of the actual coin or token before I could go any further than that. I think we are moving to more of a digital world where you will have smart cities and blockchain integrated and IoT with all your devices. But how far away is that? Nobody's really sure. So I'm not really jumping at the bit to get involved with Phantom at this time. I think there's other opportunities, safer opportunities that provide us better trading opportunities as well.
Here's the Btcd chart, which I've always had up here. If you look at go the 1 day, I think you could probably say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5 wave is 1, 2, 3, maybe sideways here, and then run up to 73 or 4. You can see here that kind of some big volumes coming in here. So maybe that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I think dominance is going to top out somewhere up here, which means we're going to have more fun with some alts here soon.
Would that have an ABC correction down to the 4th wave support, putting you back into the 50s?
Oh, that'd be huge.
And that would probably be what I was saying is what you really need for alt season to begin. You need Bitcoin dominance to fall back below 60, back into the 50s.
Right.
And then there to be some kind of catalyst for altcoins.
So that's not happening yet, but probably we're getting close to that. About the time everybody decides all they want is Bitcoin, that'll be when you don't want Bitcoin. So I'll take the opposite of that trade too. But that is, I don't have much more to add. I've had a long day.
Cool. I'm just looking through the comments. Nothing too crazy going on over here. Shane asks, is the Palm Beach stuff on Discord your analysis or somebody else says? Palm Beach Confidential is a well-known research group that started with traditional stocks and then got involved with cryptos while Ethereum was still single digits. I do have access to all of their reports. So we post I post the kind of Spark Notes versions of all the reports. I give you what they're thinking. I give you my opinion and my fundamentals on the project, and we trade it from there on out. Recently, I did go through every coin in their portfolio that is below their buy up to price and all the new updated fundamentals and news that the coin has had recently to allow people to get a better picture of what all these altcoins are, since we have been in a bear season for alts really, and then understand what may have a good risk to reward ratio based on the original buy up tos from Palm Beach, as those are the buy up tos they give that they think that their clients can buy up to that price and still make nice 5x, 10x gains moving forward with the blockchain ecosystem. So there you go. We usually trade those right after the launch of the report for a week or 2 or 3, a couple pumps, couple dumps, etc. And then we kind of evaluate the fundamentals there on out as the price action kind of settles out. And now you can really get a long-term position in various altcoins.
We are having fun in Discord.
That's true.
I don't know what happens when we get to 1,000, 2,000 people.
We're trying to keep it as organized as possible. We are making updates on the fly. There is a couple individuals that are working on bots for the Discord, so they'll do welcome channels. They'll do reminders to make sure you're in the right section. They'll really try to, every time we post a video, it'll automatically send a message to you guys. So trying the best to stay on top of it, but realize, we created Patreon, 5 months ago probably? We just created it because we said now's the time to do it. We think the market's turning around. We need to position ourselves to be ready for when people get back interested in crypto. That was, at 5,000 Bitcoin. And now we went from 20 people to 700. So
bring me back to the chart here, because I'm going to show when I gave the buy today. Because I was looking for a break here below the 10,179. So at 10,150 right here is when I gave the buy. I was doing a ton of buying on these 4 minutes. And I think by the time it got to the Discord and everybody got to a terminal or whatever, we had the quick bar up to 350. Then that's really been it. All support here. And any PCG will know I had to buy up in here too, because I started buying down here. I bought all that I could. And then that bar left a lot of people in the dust, and been buying here because I still think that was the low. Would have loved to seen a 10,000 below. I thought we would get that. I said to nibble. So we bought 50% there. I bought 25% up here. But, a quick 10.5 here would probably cement the downside's already done. I'll probably raise my stop up. But, that was a pretty big green bar. You could say that was Discord. That was us. Who knows?
Lewis says, I'm still kicking myself for not joining 7+ months ago. Well, hopefully you're in there now, and I would assume you're in there now, and that's why you're kicking yourself for not joining.
What up, Lammy?
Lammy said there was a time I knew all 20 of us in Discord. Yeah, we still got to do something for those OG members. I don't know what we're going to do, but we need to do something. We know who you were. You were there the first month or two, and it was just 20 of us. You've been around the Learn Crypto show from the very beginning through the entire bear market. And you'll get some kind of reward here in the future.
Robert, we know you have been a longtime supporter, no doubt. Well-known name. A lot of names on here like that.
That is awesome. Somebody wants you to take a look at the
Dustin?
TRX chart if you can.
I think what we do is we do the Vegas party.
That's right.
And actually, if this market goes to all-time highs, we're probably having a party at my spot. So I told the wife, get the place ready because we're going to just fly everybody in. Quincy's got an airport big enough for whatever. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a party in my backyard. Then we're going to take it to Vegas.
Tron is one we've never really been big on this show. We've thought it was kind of a trading coin when you get the opportunity, but not one we really have in portfolios or actively try to hold. And there you go. That's all the info I'm going to provide. Let Todd look at the chart.
I mean, I was calling this one A or 2 or B. So now that was an A. This was a B. That was a C up. And that meant possibly new lows coming. I mean, probably it's okay now. That's a nice spring off of here. So, again, to follow Bitcoin, I'm going to trade everything really off of Bitcoin. So it had a nice rally up with Bitcoin. I think it'll probably try this, up here at 0.033 level or something. So, but all in all, not a strong coin, but, to fight Bitcoin, etc. So that chart might look a little bit like ADA and ZRX and some of these. So still might be a good coin looking out a little bit further when Bitcoin decides to quit clobbering everybody.
Cryptoholic, better late than never, my friend. We'll be here for a few more minutes, and you always can catch us back on replay. For all those of you that are patreon.com/unlearncrypto, we'll be in Discord after the show as well.
I'm going to bring up, we got some nice winners over here. Here's a charting software with the wyckoffsmi.com. Let this load real quick. GDX has been the home run. We put these trades are at Pro Traders, where I give stocks and ETFs. I'm going to throw a few Bitcoin trades in there as well, but nothing else. And but we give these trades to the Discord. So Discord got this buy down here at 2050. We added on up here at 25 and change. We're still long. Technometer, you can see, was overbought back here, came to oversold, which gave us the add-on buy. But we're at 47. GDX, I think, is higher. Probably the next explosion higher, I'm taking money off, because that's been a total home run for that, for mutual fund positions I manage. I do manage mutual fund money, and I also manage stock money. This is TLT. Gave a buy on that last Monday morning. You can see we're overbought. I mentioned that this rally might slow up. Well, higher rally today. We probably should have took that, because it looks like TLT maybe is headed down. But I'm still long that one there. We got UUP, which is the long dollar. I'm short this with a close stop. Will not turn down. So my stop's up here at 26.38, I think it is, on this trade. So this is something I want to be short, just can't get it done. SPY, Spider ETF. I gave a sell last Monday morning, caught the high exact. Again, guys, these are trades I get to Pro Traders. I gave them to Discord, so it's not just me making shit up. I caught the high Monday morning. I say with this bar here, with the higher opening and a bad close, we should have something more down. You can see Technometer's 42. I would think we get somewhere down here, maybe at 294 or something. Take out this low would be cool. So still short that. I have no stop in. Probably going to roll stop down to break even and just hope for a turn down. And that's really, here's one we're going to show. This has been a big home run. I'm long this from like a buck, like 180. I gave this to everybody on here as well. 335, new closing high today. Technometer's 42.
Jesus. That's
been, and I like this one fundamentally. So I started following it back here at 184. I think right in through here. So nice uptrend. We are maybe going to kind of up thrust to this area here. Maybe it could slow up, but that's been a home run. I like their fundamentals of their business. So, and then Square, let's throw that one up real quick. That's one we've talked about here. 39.8, 38. If you buy that, has been a home run. You can see down here, almost had a buy here. I didn't catch it. I should have just been on that one. That would have been another 72 to probably a 78 would have been an easy trade. But here we are coming down to oversold again. This one probably needs to be picked up in the next day or two. So, but yeah, we throw those trades into Discord for free. If you want Discord where you like the community, etc., jump in the Discord. If you maybe just want an email on Bitcoin, maybe go to Pro Traders. And if you want stocks and ETFs, everyone's wanting us to throw in stocks in the Discord, but damn, I don't know if we need any more work.
Right.
Because it is nonstop.
Awesome. If there's any other questions, throw them out there. We got no more news. We talked about Bakkt. We did the giveaway. We've gone over some TA, and we got to get back to, we told you, our sales pitch. If you want more free stuff, make sure to check out YouTube. And in the lower left-hand corner, you can see Todd's Twitter handle and my Twitter handle. You'll see a little bit more of the behind-the-scenes freebies on Crypto TA, Crypto FA, Crypto News, and just life in general.
Margin trading, what? Binance has it now. I have not used it.
Binance has it for
Bitfinex,
limited accounts and
BitMEX.
limited coins. Bitfinex or BitMEX would be options. Be careful. I know you can also, I think people talk about trading and on Kraken. We've been kind of fading Kraken, not using it, not recommending it because they've been having some crazy wicks both to the upside and downside. Great if you're looking to try to sell a high. Terrible if you're looking to use stops because you will get stopped out over there. I don't know if that's a liquidity issue, a UI issue, them trying to finagle, making money off the top. I don't know what it is, but we'll stay away from that.
Shane Overton, we're going to give you a wrench.
Elidia says, Todd Father, I missed the buy at 10-1. Can I still buy? Here's some.
I would say yes. I would say...
Buy!
Now, would you say 100? We're 75% long. You're 50% long off 10-1, another 25% at 10-2, 10-3.
If you get it,
would you tell this person to go 100% long here at this level?
No,
or are you
I'd
saying
go
50%?
50% long probably here.
Yeah.
If we fall overnight a little bit, I'd pick up a little bit more. Maybe pick up a little bit of Litecoin, Ethereum, diversify a hair. I hate to be all Bitcoin. I mean, I'm pretty overweight at Bitcoin. I don't recommend that to most people. I'm a professional.
Oh, God. You're a guru. You're a crypto guru.
I'm going to get my ass beat so hard here. I'm going to have like 2 months where I don't do anything right. Everyone's going to call me an idiot.
Mike A says, I missed your take on Bakkt. Anything to know? You can always watch a replay. Really the same thing we've been saying since the beginning. Bakkt is going to be the first time for physically delivered futures, and it's going to be a great onboarding platform for institutions to be able to get involved with Bitcoin. Ethereum will probably be next, and then maybe Litecoin as well. That's why it's going to be hard to time the alt season, as all the new money, big money, is going to have access, regulated access, custodian access to the big coins. Bitcoin being on every platform, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin on a majority, and then Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, XLM on others, as well as Ethereum Classic. So I think that's where the money's going to flow first.
Muhammad says, do you actually use Elliot to make money? I've made a fortune live on air with Elliot. So I would have to say yes. And talking, you've got an update on SPY. I did just mention to Joseph, if you sold last Monday morning's opening, probably put your stop at break even or small profit. I hope that this thing can turn that down a little bit. If we don't get it turned down here, I might just take a short-term profit. But don't let the thing get away from you now. And Elliott Wave, we had a link on my Twitter and also Discord for the free download for Elliott Wave book. We ought to give that again. I don't know where that thing's at.
I guess I'll just have to join Patreon to get it.
I can grab it in Patreon
there it is.
too. There it is right there. So
July 16th, look at Todd's tweet.
Yeah, July 16th. Can I drop that over here at... I think that would be it. Free LA Wave book. Download. Check it out.
$30 value.
Don't say I didn't give you anything. Besides an itch. Click that. Free download Elliott Wave. A lot of people looking at all kinds of Elliott Wave stuff. I would read that book. I wouldn't look at much else. Or hit me up, and everybody's an Elliott Wave expert, just like everyone's an expert on crypto Twitter. So read that book, learn that book over and over, and then I don't think you need anything else.
Muhammad says, what do you think about Trade Guider? Never heard of him. And then he says, who is the real Wyckoff?
Who is the real Wyckoff? Who is this guy? I own WyckoffSMI.com. That was the institute started by Mr. Wyckoff, so I guess you'd say I'm the real Wyckoff. Trade Guider, that is, I forget the guy's name. If it's the right one, I mean, he is a graduate of our institute. Everybody goes out and kind of throw their own take on volume analysis, etc. I stick with Wyckoff. So I didn't go out and do Todd's volume analysis. I didn't go out and do, learn crypto volume analysis. So I'm staying with the real Wyckoff, which is what I own. So check it out. Tom Williams is not the real Wyckoff, but yeah, that's Trade Guider then. Again, I think he took his take and just did volume analysis a little bit different. Nobody can take our proprietary indicators and call them their own and make any money selling that. So they come up with their own thing to be able to sell to people. So I took over the Real Institute and sell the original course, the original indicators, etc. So
yes, if you're interested in Wyckoff, go to learncrypto.io and check out the Wyckoff and cryptocurrency trading course from the original teachings by the original institute from the owner, Todd Butterfield.
Because there's charts out there that are marked wrong that everybody think is Wyckoff gospel. They are wrong. I've called people out on that. Nobody wants to respond. So be careful what you're studying.
Jet says,
there's a ton of stuff on Learn Crypto and also WyckoffSMI.com for free if you don't have the money. So, Or buy a good book from Wyckoff.
Jess says, Nick, what are those? Are those your toys? This is actually from one of our Patreon members. I think this is a prosperity cat or something like that. Yeah, so we had to give it some airtime. We appreciate the support.
And there's a
appreciate
female
the
one
gifts.
coming.
We got a couple things up here.
That's a male one. I think he's getting me the female one.
There you go. It's been working.
No shit.
I don't know if I'm supposed to rub the horn or not, but it's been working.
I've been on fire. That's all I can say. I'm riding this horse till I get knocked off.
I think that's about all we got. Bitcoin currently at $10,350 something $53. So we did get stopped out, re-entered for $300 lower on Bitcoin, a few dollars lower on Neo. We had stops across the board. So yes, Discord, Todd is primarily focusing on the large caps, and then I follow up with the altcoins. We had stops on EOS, Ethereum Classic, ICX, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Atom, and the list goes on and on. So if you trade any of those and you want some help, then check out patreon.com/learncrypto. Sorry to keep hammering that, but we haven't been on here in a while, and we get so many questions all the time. We get a new Patreon member or new course member, and like, what do you guys do? So we try to like spend 5 minutes on who we are, what we do. We're not fly by night. We've been here and try to make sure you know about all the different free and paid products that maybe can help educate yourself and then maybe help better understand cryptos, trading stocks, and using cryptos as well. It's not just about TA. It's also fundamental news and tutorials, how to set up a wallet, what is a private key, how to store your private keys, etc. We want to make sure that you're using these cryptos properly and safely.
Bring me back one more time, then I'm out. This is WyckoffSMI.com. If you go to the library, lower left, Wyckoff SMI history, it's going to tell the whole history from Wyckoff starting the Institute, who took it over, etc. And then here on, back here, what we got? Craig Schroeder, that was my teacher. He passed away to cancer. Jim O'Brien took over. And I took it over from Jim O'Brien, spent about $75,000 on the charting software, making it where it would update every 5 minutes. And you can read all that here. So Jim still has the old site, Wyckoff stockmarketinstitute.com, where he sells the original course. The original course doesn't match up to the software because I've not changed anything on the course, but I made it all where it all works back and forth with the current software that I did. So he still does sell that. He sells some of the Evans Echoes over there. And but this is really the site that works with the software. And then we have the original course I took in 1982 and switched it up to where it's now all online. So, and again, Wyckoff works down at the bottom. I have some of the past things I've done. These are all, anything I ever got into, I was forced to report it here. Regulators made me report everything, so I didn't cherry pick. So it's not like I got in 300 competitions and placed in the top 7. This was everything I ever got in. So second in the nation, 14th, 12th, commodity trading advisor. This is what I got when I first graduated from the Institute, 31.9% in 3 months trading stock index futures. They had just came out. You can see all the supporting evidence. And there's actually Robert Prechter, the LA Wave expert that I just gave you free access to his course. There's Frankie Joe, a huge name of trading. And Martin Schwartz, that's the pit bull, 254%. So there's my name, Todd Butterfield. That was me, again, straight out of college. So all that's on there. I don't think anything's better than Wyckoff. So obviously I'd say that. And there's a lot of cool stuff here. This was a recording, I think, where they talk about that Fidelity Funds managers, when Fidelity first started, was using Wyckoff. That's how they built the business. So just some cool shit on here. And but that's it. LearnCrypto.io is kind of the sister company that we started to deal strictly with cryptos. So, and the software at WyckoffSMI.com does not have Bitcoin on it. The software is only available for PCG members, for me trading their accounts, and then Nick and I using it inside Discord. It's not available for subscription service yet. Some people are mixed up a little bit on that.
Well, that is all we got. You now know our thoughts on where we see Bitcoin going, where we see some of the top altcoins going. what we think Bakkt means for the ecosystem, as well as the giveaway opportunity. So until next time, guys, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies and stocks right here at Learn Crypto.
Peace out.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.